Very good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for, first of all, inviting me here to share my experiences and my views on the QSR, FSR, and the F&B industry. So, I've tried to use the Matrix theme, which my colleague chose the backdrop. I think everyone has seen the technology in the movie. I'm going to also play a short film out here, which I want to get straight to the attention because this is a video that, it's a restaurant in UK that shows how technology has changed the user experience. Can we get to the video straight first, please? Can we get to the video? Michael, can you just see if the video could be played straight away? So in the meanwhile, while we get the video, very quickly I'm going to go through how we started as an organization. So by qualification, I'm a chartered accountant. We started in 1998, where we started doing a lot of back-end audits for restaurants, FSRs, and QSRs. These were primarily with regards to inventory, with regards to cash.
Welcome to Inamu St. James, the Pan-Asian restaurant and bar where you will encounter a dining experience like no other. Inamu uses eTable, the world's first interactive ordering system, which gives customer complete control over their dining experience. Still not sure how it works? It's simple. The interactive tables double up as computer screens with illustrated food and drinks menus projected from above onto the table surfaces. The great thing about this, the diner has complete control of their dining experience. Whilst waiting for your order, you can play a few games. You can choose a range of virtual tablecloths from images and you can also change the actual patterns. Not only that, you can also watch the chefs at work behind the scenes and have a sneaky peek at what they're up to. And to top it all off, you can even order a taxi home.
So what you see out here is that how technology has changed the entire user engagement and the experience at this restaurant. By the way, this restaurant has almost a 60-day waiting. So right from what's happening at the kitchen, how is your dish being prepared, you can play around, even while by the time your food is coming to your table, maybe the boyfriend and the girlfriend can play a few games with each other as a video game, just as a contest. We see how digital technology is changing our lives nowadays. I was recently at a college where I could see around 20-25 students just crossing the lawn from one side to the other. They were maybe just going to their classrooms. And what was amazing, that everyone was just looking at their phone down and they were walking like this. All of them, and I clicked a picture and put it on Facebook as well. So this is how engaged we are getting with technology, because the only device which is 3 to 5 feet away from you is your mobile. Even while you're sleeping at night, you want it to be next to you. Even when you go to the washroom in the morning, you want the mobile to be next to you. So we believe as an organization is that, if you can use technology towards running your restaurants, towards engaging customers like the co-panelists are also going to share. So just going ahead quickly, now I'm just going to share very quickly in terms of a few concepts that I've seen internationally that have been working very well, and we're trying to bring the same to India as well. Now, to share a live experience again, I was at a restaurant in Japan, and this client of mine took me to this very fancy restaurant. Now, the moment I was looking at the menu, so it was like a 3-course and entrees and main course and desserts. The moment I selected my entree in terms of what I wanted to have, the waiter just appeared in front of me. And actually, I could not see the waiters around me at that time. So I was like, wow, it's pretty spooky. By the time I was ready to order for my main course, and I was like, okay, Nayuki-san, I'd like to have this as the main course. And there you go, the waiter was there again. So I was like, what's going on? Where are these guys popping out from? And by the time I was ready to order the dessert, I looked 360 degrees around me. That where is this waiter? Where the hell is he coming from? And the moment I said, yeah, I'd like to have this dessert, and there you go, within a couple of seconds, the waiter was there. And it intrigued me. I was like, it's a 100-cover restaurant. At the max, I see 4 waiters floating around. How are they manning the tables so efficiently. And otherwise at a normal restaurant, you get your, you get your butter chicken or your dal, and your rotis are over, and then by the time your rotis come, your dal and butter chicken gets cold. So you're always, having service issues around it. So it intrigued me finally to go and talk to the general manager at this restaurant that, how the hell are you being so efficient with just 4 waiters? Very simple concept. They had these 4 waiters standing at a particular place. The table had a small buzzer. The moment the person pressed the buzzer, so my colleague, the person who was with me was pressing the buzzer, it would flash what table number is calling, and the waiter would come there immediately. Taking this a step forward, what we have done is that at certain restaurants, we have created a small watch that every waiter is wearing. And at each table, there's a small buzzer. So the moment you press that you need a waiter, the person sees, okay, this is table number 4, and he reaches there within a flash. So technology today can change your entire experience. It depends how you use it, how you implement it, and how you make the most out of it. Moving ahead, we've seen so many apps. I'll just bring your attention to the one that has 4 lights on. So this is where it's a table reservation, where you've booked your table. It tells you at 4 stages, how near are you towards getting your table ready. It's like, when you book a ticket, there are 3 steps. There's check-in, and there's a payment, and there's a final confirmation. Similarly, there's a table management product so that it doesn't let the customer go away, because otherwise, if he does not know how long is he going to wait for, he might go ahead with another restaurant. So this keeps him engaged. Again, you can do the ordering while you're waiting. You can give a feedback. So all these 3 things are being done where the human intervention is being weeded out. So the customer is getting engaged on this. Now look at the efficiency that the restaurant is getting. So certain restaurants have a very high average value per customer or per bill is because they're trying to maximize and juice out the time and the value per customer. Like what Priyank was saying, they spend more time at the restaurant. That means they're spending more money. Similarly, on feedbacks, you can get various stuff like concern areas, pride pointers. I just understand what Anjan was saying is that usually people give a feedback when they're not very happy about a product. But the point is that how do you get a feedback? How do you motivate to get a positive feedback? That is where you can have various schemes and promotions to engage the customers. Various things can be done around that as well. Coming to how technology is changing supply chain management and operations. So we're working with India's leading QSR brand where there were a lot of challenges on how food is delivered from the commissary to the logistic vans and how do they finally go to the stores and what is the quality, how is the quality maintained, the temperature integrity, how is that maintained, and at the store level, how are the operations maintained as well. So 4 years ago, we dabbled into RFID as a technology. RFID at that time seemed to be a very expensive technology, but we have piloted it at a few leading restaurants around 3 or 4 years ago. It's working extremely successfully. Your inventory management, your operations, your supply chain, your logistics, your pilferage, everything gets in place once you use the technology of RFID. I'm not going to go into too much of detail, but it's very simple. It's just an adoption that needs to be put in place once right now, and then you're good to go from there. I'll just take you back to the first part of my presentation that I missed out on. Can we just go to the beginning of the presentation for a minute, please? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, help me go through the next slide because it's okay. One more, okay. So one of the key products and programs that we have been doing over the last 14 years is basically known as a mystery audit program, where we have used a huge amount of technology on. We used to call this program a customer experience mapping program. Essentially, it's a customer who's going to your restaurant, but actually is an auditor. What is he doing is that he goes as a decoy customer, evaluates the entire service, evaluates the entire ambience, the hygiene, the food portion size, temperature, so on and so forth. And we have done a huge amount of analytics behind it. So this is a customer who's been trained on your SOPs and has a well-defined checklist to find what is going right, what is going wrong, and also to identify the assets in the organization. One of the key aspects that has come across in the last couple of years and is prevalent in the industry as well, is the integrity part. So at a fine dine, the owner called me up one day and he said that, buddy, you know, my footfalls are increasing every month on month. I don't understand why my liquor sale is not increasing that much. And what we did is that we went as a decoy customer, went 2-3 times, tried to tip the waiter nicely. The 4th time we said, hey buddy, I have a party of 5-7 friends. I don't want to pay for a black label bottle for 8,000 or 10,000 rupees. What do I do? Now we wanted to see what was the answer. So he said, Chief, no problem at all. I'll not touch my own inventory because I'll get caught. What you do is that you can bring your bottle. And we said, hey, listen, if I bring my bottle through the security in a mall, we don't want to do that. We wouldn't want to do that. He said, no, don't worry. Keep it in your car. We will get it upstairs and we'll pour liquor for you through your own bottle, and we'll only charge 3,000 rupees in total for a 7-people party, including liquor and food. So we said, wow, that's pretty smart. But the second time what we said, hey, listen, we don't want to bring the bottle anymore because we want to use maybe what inventory you have. And he said, no problem again. And the next day we did a spot audit where we reach early morning at night to look at the inventory. Now, the staff is always smarter than the boss at times because he's there every day. What was he essentially doing? How was he using his own liquor bottle and not getting caught because the ML was not, there was no variance, is where he was refilling these bottles through another innovative technology that we're trying to use to catch people. They have a technology to refill bottles again. So there's an entire process on the mystery audit where we go as a decoy customer. Everything is being recorded through special devices that we have, audio and video recordings. There's a full dashboard on it. There's analytics on it. There's logins that is given. And at the end of the day, the value that we bring across is that we prove something that is known as return on investment. So essentially what we do is that every outlet, wherever we have started a mystery audit, within 3 months, their revenue usually increases between the range of 15% to 25%. Now, why does that happen? The staff is, we create the mystery audit program in a structure, it's like a mini IPL. It's like the Premier League, where every store who outs the other in terms of service, ambience, billing, and so on and so forth, versus their previous month's score. And integrity becomes an important point as well. Now, every month what happens is that when there are customers coming in, the servers or the waiters, they view every customer as a mystery shopper, as a mystery auditor. So they would greet them very well. They will push them the mineral water bottle. They will suggestive sell them. They will upsell them. They will talk about the dessert. They will be a very good service because he knows that that guy is rating me. Our frequency might be twice or thrice in a month. That does not matter. But he does not know who the auditor is. Now, the moment we say, hey, buddy, here's 500 bucks for you. We don't need the bill. What is the answer of the waiter? He says, guys, it doesn't happen at our restaurant. It may happen next door. That is where your revenues and your top line start improving. So this type of a program has become very effective. Our auditors are well trained, calibrated on how to do these audits. There are full training needs, inputs that come out of these audits as well and help you on the trainings. There's a full communication that is available to you as restaurateurs, as operation heads, as marketing heads, as finance heads. And different dashboards are given to you, different analytics are given to you, newsletters are given to you to go through all of that. Just wanted to thank all of you for your time, and thanks the Franchise India Group for inviting me today at this session. I would have loved to spend some more time, but I would just take one thing that Sachin Maria said yesterday, and I believe this as the spirit of the Indian entrepreneur. He said something that said that the Indian government maybe is not supporting us too much. And I agree with him to some extent, because we as Indian entrepreneurs have never thought of government support earlier. We always do things on our own. If there's a government support, that's a huge bonus. But I'm sure that the spirit of the Indian entrepreneur and all of you sitting out here, and especially this Indian Restaurant Congress, has brought the ecosystem together. We see some very successful entrepreneurs who started a few years ago, right from Priyank to Zorawar to everyone who is here, and I'm happy to be a part of this ecosystem. Thank you so much for inviting me here today. Appreciate all your time, and have a good day ahead. Thank you so much.